You face the boss of blades.
True. So today we have the Mythic League 8 finals, Tino versus Nayaboy. Hopefully we can actually do decent quality in terms of how it looks and runs. The last time we had Nayaboy and he wound up winning, we basically couldn't tell what happened because of how bad the video quality was, but we'll see. Birds of Paradise, Robin and Archer. Looks like he's just keeping it. Okay.
Yeah,
Grudge
pretty
match.
good hand.
Yeah. Archer's very good early game against all of the one drops that Garrett can drop, so that's good. Okay, looks like Tino dropped a detonator, and we're back to Nayaboy.
So a good grudge match. Kill the detonator and get some mana here.
Oh, and apparently he played a grub, so it went past grub. Tino went detonator, and now he's dodge deathing his grub.
So it looks like we're dodge deathing and grudge matching.
Interesting.
Can Tino not stream?
Tino's on mobile.
Okay.
And he may or may not be at work or.
Yeah, that's okay.
He does work nights. Yeah, Nayaboy has a large amount of mana now, very early in the game. Tino dropping a channeler here.
A crater hoof.
Yep, it's looking like he's just gonna drop Crater Hoof here and
Humph.
Huff
Not a lot of value.
Honestly, Nayaboy doesn't. It's a turn 5 Crater Hoof. It's not a lot of value, no, but it's does have a birds that swing unopposed, and it is pretty okay. Like he did it against me, and it was fine, but like Garrick, I think, just has a lot of outs to this kind of stuff.
Yeah, what's the difference between the Death Shadow being a 13-13 versus a 15-15?
Well, that's the thing. Normally, it would be a silent strike difference, but Nayaboy doesn't run silent strikes. Nayaboy's a very interesting roster list.
Yeah. I like the dodge deaths and stuff. There's also a Panharmonicon, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to Panharmonicon to Crater Hoof, but he's blocking the Confidant, taking the Channeler here. It is weird that both Nayaboy and myself both managed to queue with Vraska, but he did actually beat me in the mirror match in the semifinals. My build was more built on using dodge deaths because I also had like hapless trackers and stuff. Yep, Tino's gonna be able to goo here because the Dark Confidant traded off.
Yeah, and Nayaboy's very far off from the Death Shadow.
Very far off from Death Shadow. That's the thing. If you have a matchup of Death Shadows, whoever hits first makes it easier to drop. But so again, without the silent strikes, Nayaboy doesn't really have the power to capitalize with Death Shadows. And he's just dropping the 4/6 here.
Did they attack the bird?
Oh, they did attack with the birds, yes.
Okay.
We couldn't see it, but yes. So Nayaboy's just taking the 7 here. In the goo. And yep, Tino's dropping the turn 5 Kothapede here as a 12-12. So it could be a very big play here for Tino.
Is Tino on the silent strikes? Because also that could be another.
I mean, if he has a silent strike in a grudge match, it's game. Actually, no, it isn't. I forgot
No.
about the archer. It has reach.
Yes, on this 2 copies of the Silent Strike. Yeah.
Yep. He's got the reach. Overwatch Archer is the card that I'm like, this card is terrible. And wait, this card's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's just the solid 2-drop in pretty much any list, right?
Pretty much. I mean, even against like against Chandra, it pretty much blocks all their 2-drops and below.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a nice card to have for the aggro matchups.
And against Yang Ling, I mean, not that she needs the help, it's really good against her too.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone's worried about Yangling.
Nope. Nope.
All right, the boys coming in.
Yep.
Could
First,
take this. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking of might happen is that they're taking this so that they can play the Death Shadow, but now again a single Silent Strike just
takes
wins
them
the
out.
game.
And yep, Tino's able to drop his own Death Shadow first.
Yeah, so Nayaboy really on the edge here. Gotta find something big.
He needs an out to the Kothapede, otherwise, if Tino has any form of removal, then for the archer, then he just swings in for 12. But I mean, if Tino has the Silent Strike, it's just over with the Death Shadow at this point.
Yeah. Could do stuff with the steed. Could like play the steed and then play the shadow over it
You can do
to
that.
try and.
Or you can go Steed and then put the archer on it to have a second flying blocker.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about that. Well, they just have like the removal. It's done. Oh, they're okay. So they're not doing that.
Well, the swing here doesn't particularly do much. I mean, he could chump block 2 things.
Yeah. Well, they're just gonna get eaten.
Yeah,
but
gonna get even.
But this means that they can't do the steed play. So yeah.
It means he's definitely going for the goo.
Hmm.
Yeah, they just got 8. He got 8 with the channeler and the goo. The Death Shadow, I believe.
Okay, so not going for either of those plays. I am not really sure.
Very interesting.
Yeah, what's going on here?
He goes for the Death Shadow and I guess the archer.
Yeah. They frozen.
Yeah, it's probably skipping here. If we see a victory screen, we're assuming that Tino just had a Silent Strike. Okay, no Silent Strike, just swinging.
I assume it was a flagrant foul. Yeah.
Foul in the shadow, full swing.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be chumps. But that's still a game here, I believe, because even if he... Oh, no, he's at 3 now. Okay. So there's able to block the shadow, the Kothapede, and then take the crowd.
Yeah. At 3 now, but there are 4 lethal threats.
Yeah, everything on
Yeah.
Tino's board is a straight lethal here. I don't think Nayaboy pulls from this. He's got a
Yeah,
break.
that's not enough.
That's not enough.
It's not enough.
No, he's only one
But-
card he can play from hand.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Yep. Tino is up game 1. Garrick did what Garrick does.
Yeah, and I actually think now looking back, like that hand from Frosco was a little bit more awkward than anything else, right? It had the grudge match into the grub, but then the Crater of play was pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, that was the thing. He could have kept the mana, and then tried to Crater Hoof once he after Hermited or something, but he didn't wait for going for it.
I just don't know if I like. I think I'm with you. Like I don't know if I like Crater Hoof in Vraska. It just seems like you want to grind value as opposed to make your stuff super big.
The thing is, his ramp is only the grubs and the birds, and like the dodge deaths, he only has 4 death rattles in deck, and he has like 2
Mm-hmm.
beasties and 2 grubs, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of awkward draws. Like if you open like a dodge death, a panharmonicon, and like a throne, you got nothing.
All right, so we've got going on the sideboards here.
There's some pretty interesting sideboards. I can't. One thing is Nayaboy. I'm thinking he might actually throw in his treetop lookouts because Tino is running traps. Like he's running 2 copies of Worm's Wake, and I think Nayaboy probably wants some more early game here.
Yeah, more early game. It's just a 3/3. It's a 2-mana 3/3.
Oh yeah. Circle of the Druid's probably coming in. I can't really see Revival. I think he uses it to try and deal with the Liliana matchup, and there's no way he'd have time for Grim Echoes.
Mm.
As far as Tino, he might just put in the other foul. That's really all I could see he'd throw in. I don't know what we drop. His list is actually death. It's pretty tight. I mean, the 1 foul is actually pretty good main deck. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't really see anything else that they would put in.
I
You
don't
could also do the lookouts,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think you're right. Just the foul. The foul's probably coming here.
Foul seems good. I mean, you can't really have too many outs for an opposing Kothapete or Death Shadow. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I would really drop to put it in. Tino's list is definitely different from what people have normally been running. Like he's running Drain Bloods. He's running a foul. He's got 2 Spike Balos and the Worm's Wakes.
Mm-hmm.
He could even do the reverse, expecting his opponent to put in Treetops and then just take out his Worm's Wakes. But even if he puts in the Treetops, I mean, they could just be a 3/3. It's crazy how a single stat change made Treetop way better than he was. Like, he was buffed from 3/2, right?
What was? Sorry, the
Treetop
lookout.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it's a 3/2. Yeah, I think so. I think it was buffed from a 3/2. Yeah, but that was enough to be like, yeah, make it a playable card.
Well, because then it doesn't die to
What was it? 2? I don't remember. Actually, it's been so long. It's been so long since I don't remember.
What was it? I think January, maybe?
You know,
Still
no idea.
There's still a bunch of stuff. Like I was testing this Rao deck earlier. There's an issue with Mind Magnifier. So if you Mind Magnifier, and then you have a 2 stack on Rao's ability, then if you play a different spell than the spell that you added a copy with Mind Magnifier, the spell that you added with Mind Magnifier permanently becomes 2 cost.
Mm.
Or if it's like in the case of mine, it was I used Mind Magnifier on Spark, which is a 0 cost, but I didn't immediately play the Spark. So from then on forever, it became a 2 cost instead of a 0. A lot of wonky stuff in this game. I have no idea what their opening hand is yet. Okay. Okay, so Archer, Behemoth, sending back obviously birds in the grudge match. He's probably just gonna send back the Critter Hoof and keep the rest.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Okay, yeah, it does that and gets a goo, and I think the goo will be much better here.
Goo could be good. Like Goo, like one of the best plays I was considering doing was in trying to do birds and Garrick was if you go second, you birds on one, you can Goo on two. You just axe your birds. But here he's got a turn one channeler too. That could be good.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit better almost.
Yep.
What do I have here?
Channeler. Tino dropped something and axed it. Can't really see.
Yeah, I can't see what it is.
Well, whatever it is, it died.
Yeah, whatever it is, it got grudge matched.
Yeah, grudge match.
Nayaboy taking the aggressive approach here. This will probably work out well with the goo since they can attack in. Oh, Drana.
Drana's an interesting hand here. They're axing it.
Yes, it's going to be a 3-2, which is not going to go well against the archer
Nope.
unless they have the removal.
Well, they're always not going to swing in as a 4-1. Oh. That's a daybreak, and that's not really useful yet. It's definitely swing with Channeler, because there's no reason not to here. And yeah, Tina's just going to take it. I think he just goes like Archer and Wolf.
I kind of like archer bird.
Archer Birds could work too, because then he could daybreak the next turn.
Well, and if they have the removal for the archer, you still have the bird.
It is true.
I think you want to do whatever you can to keep this Drana from getting out of hand, right? It can snowball so fast.
Oh yeah, Def. Drana could be very big here. Nayaboy needs
Um,
Stone, and that's it.
Yeah, so bird is kind of the perfect card to have here. As you said, it will let the Daybreak Ranger also do the thing.
Yeah, that is true. I usually, well, that's the thing. I've been very particular on Wolf. I do actually do what like Nayaboy does. I usually don't play Wolf on 2. Like, it's an interesting thing because the thing is, like, the Brontosaurus is useless until you have 8 mana. So you're just putting a top 3.
So do they buff the Drana and then not attack?
They buffed the Drana and did not attack.
Very interesting.
What I'm guessing is they likely are trying to bank on being able to just go in with a Veil Curse the next turn. And to be fair, if Tino does Veil Curse here, it'll pretty much trade what into the goo, but Daybreak wouldn't be enough. And yeah, there's a Worm's Wake here, and the Veil Curse is going to take out the birds, take out the archer, and put the goo at a 7-2.
And it'll.
I'll just swing with both.
So this is going up to a 4/5.
But he's just going to swing with the 4-5 and then axe up, making it a 6-4.
Oh wait, that's not good.
Well, Daybreak.
So the ranger can answer it.
Yeah, but even if it was the 5, like the 4 or 5.
Oh right, I forget that the ranger gets bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, just 5. It scales really well on Nissa too, of course.
Yeah.
Now everybody is going in with the goo. If you know what, just take it. And it looks like Nayaboy did actually put in Grim Echoes. I mean, it's in its hand.
Yeah, I think just like if you can get to that number, I think that's like a better Grim Echo, a better top end card than Crater Hoof in this situation where you just get a bunch of creatures. You know, if you can just keep a body on board.
It might just be better in general. Like,
Yeah.
If you Grimlock as a Death Shadow, I don't think Garrett beats that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Let someone do it against me turn 7.
Wow. All right, so the Ranger coming down and answering the Drana.
Yep.
We still have this Worm kind of locking down the ground here, and then we have a Death Shadow.
Yep, and a Curse Bearer. Curse Bearer. Okay, land triggered for Nayaboy. He gets a Grub and he has a Throne.
All right. Throne can find a good target for this Grim Echoes, because right now the targets are not that good.
Oh, he's got Trapper.
Oh boy, those were not some good targets from what I saw.
They were not great. I guess the Fnatic could grab Cothapede and Crab.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, he took the Fnatic here, yeah.
Oh well, the Fnatic can also grab Death Shadow, right?
Yep, Fnatic can grab Death Shadows too.
Nice. So it'll thing.
Basically, he can go for Chump for days and then try and go for Grim Echoes on Death Shadow if he gets the mana.
Yeah, block some things, and then on your turn, you Vraska's Throne, the Fnatic. You're guaranteed to hit at least one Death Shadow.
Yep, but here's going to be a Veil Curse.
Oh.
That's going to take out the Wolf, the Fnatic, and the Bird.
Yeah. Oh, that ruins that plan.
Mm-hmm. The good news is Tino's out of Veil Curse Predators.
Yeah, no more of that for the rest of this match, or the rest of this game, I should say.
Hopefully, we'll see. It might be the rest of the match. You never know.
Yeah.
But that gives pretty much Tino a full swing here. He's going to be pretty much probably forced to block this Death Shadow here and maybe take the other two. Or now he probably is going to trade up, like trade the on the Curse Bear. He doesn't want it to grow probably.
Yeah, I think you. Oh, this is very strict. Wait, no, because oh no, you're at 7 mana. Dang, that's so unfortunate.
That land trigger made it very unfortunate because otherwise he would have been able to go for a Grim.
Yeah. Ah, man, I was like, oh, if they just play the Death Shadow, they can Grim Echoes, but they can't.
No, he actually lost one of his extra mana crystals because he was at 8 in order to drop the Fnatic.
Yeah.
Trading, taking the Shadow.
Oh.
Shadows in hand.
Oh.
But the thing is, once again, Tino, if he has a Silent Strike and he does run 2, then that's the kicker here.
Yeah, it sucks. You definitely play them both out. Oh, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like a well.
They're saying GG's.
Tino has the Silent Strike in hand, it seems. And yeah, it looks like Tino has Silent Strike, and so it's game.
Yeah, we didn't see it, but yeah.
We didn't see it. It was silent, but yep, Tino gets the 2-0 here.
Super Silent Strike.
Very silent.
But was it silent?
Yes, it was very silent, actually, in our case. We did not actually get to see it.
How do you not get to see it?
Because the screen skipped, and it just said Kraken wins.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
It's a lot easier to predict it.
Like, I already knew the shadows were coming, so, like, I knew my Silent Strike was gonna win, so...
Yeah. 2 Silent Strikes, definitely optimal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it wins the match a lot of the time. That's what it does. So,
what do you guys think of the games?
Yeah, the games were. I mean, Tino on Garrick's a pretty hard thing to beat.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only person who beat you on Garrick was me.
And that's because you were playing every card.
I was playing the worst matchup ever for you.
Alright, that makes me a 3-time champion.
You are the only 3-time champion now.
No, is it 4-time?
That was your 3rd, but you have won 3 now. Nobody else won 2. If Nayaboy won, this would have been his 2nd.
Okay.
So is there anything you want to say maybe about your list? Like what kind of changes you did to adapt to the metagame?
Well, I thought there was gonna be a lot more like aggro. That's why I brought the Drain Bloods, but they were useless. So I sided them out every single.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I never played against any aggro.
It is ironic because the last tournament Styx won, and a lot of his tech was running Drain Bloods, and they were actually very good against me because I was playing Drist.
Yeah, I was.
Oh no, he was playing. Who did I lose to? No, that was 2 tournaments ago. I was playing. Combo Garrick with Thornhide's gauntlets, and he was running Drain Bloods.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna play against aggro against Nahiri, but none of that happened. So
Well, I mean, someone did take out a certain Nahiri player that hit #1 in ladder round 1.
yeah, so those archers were useless. They never came out of my side deck. Like, yeah, it's a lot of cards that were dead. So, um,
It happens.
um, so those files they came in handy a lot. So I'm thinking maybe I should make 2 of them.
I mean, Flagrant Prowl is definitely a solid card. There's a lot of the times you have to wait till post combat to wild speakers, where if you were able to do it pre combat, you'd win.
Yeah. So, and then I didn't even miss the scorpions. Like they weren't necessary at all. Like they're too slow.
Yeah, I was gonna say not running the Scorpions made it so your deck was able to be a lot more aggressive, like running the main deck Balos.
Yeah, just a little bit of tweaking that I need to do, but like I'm pretty much like on the good path with this deck. So, what about Nayaboy? Does he have any words?
I don't know what to say. I had no chance.
Yeah, Tino's a pretty insane player.
I did my best.
You did? You did?
Yeah, it's good attempts.
It's just he had the stuff.
I was expecting those seeds. They never came either.
Yeah, they never came.
That's why I was playing all my good stuff first. That the way seeds wouldn't do much to me, but they never came.
Yeah.
So I would like to then ask, do either of you plan on entering the Mythic League 9? And do you have any idea of what kind of which character you're gonna run?
So
Yeah.
I am undecided, but I am entering the ninth. Yeah, I'm going for my fourth.
Going for the 4th.
Mhm.
I would love it if we actually had enough competitors. Like we had 8 competitors to run a tournament of champions. But unfortunately, Tino has won 3 of our 8 tournaments.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hmm. I mean, I'm not unbeatable. So, I mean, I
And
mean, I won 3 out of the 4 tournaments I have entered in, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nayaboy, what is your response?
Yeah, I'm going to enter the tournament. And I think I'm going to play Jace.
Jace, there was a lot of Jaces in this tournament. I believe. I think there was 3 or 4.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I gotta peace out. I have other engagements, but GG's everyone.
GG's.
GG's.
Jeez.
Thank you for stopping by, Roxora.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime.
Absolutely. It's always good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.